Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kanyisile Ndumo for those of you that are new here, and for all my repeat offenders, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming another Serial Saturday slay. I added the slay, you get it? Like slay. Oh. Alright guys, so today I'm taking this Serial Saturday slay all the way to Morocco, Marrakesh. Today I'll focus our story on a man named Hadj Mohammed Mesfewi. Okay, I'm not too sure about the pronunciation because but I'm really trying. So we'll just call him Mohammed because I think that will be the easiest for me and for you. I chose this story because I was really interested in the punishment Mohammed received after, you know, they found out what he was doing. And I really wanted to share my thoughts on that, and I also wanted to hear out your thoughts on that as well. So that's why I literally chose the story, because there's like a lot of stories, and so I always choose something that you know, that grabs my attention, and that definitely grabbed my attention. So we're gonna get into the story while I try and do my makeup. So this happened a long time ago. This happened in the beginning of the 19th century, so there's not a lot of information in terms of Mohammed, his upbringing, or any of that. I tried to look for, you know, information on that, but I couldn't find anything. I like to look on for information like that because sometimes I'd like to understand if this is nature or nurture. Is this who they are born to be, or is this what the environment turned them into, you know, the things that they do? So yeah, but there wasn't much to find on Mohammed. So basically, I don't even know when he was born. It says that he was born between 1850 and 1870. So, and that's a 20-year age gap, like a 20-year age difference. So you don't know, like I don't know, but yeah, all I know is that he was a shoemaker as well as a public writer. So he would write things for other people who couldn't necessarily write. And I also know that he wasn't working alone. He was working with a woman named Anna, and Anna was old. She was like 70 years old. But again, there isn't any information on Anna. So okay, so now I'm gonna focus on what happened and the story itself. So this all occurred in 1906. They don't specify when the killing and everything started. I just know that 1906, that's when everything came to light and they found out about him. A lot of people noticed, not a lot of people, but the community started noticing that there was a high rise in young women missing in Marrakesh at the time, and it was a concern. So it became, you know, something to look into by the police. And one girl's parents lost their child. They didn't know where she was, and so they decided to conduct their own investigation, and they decided to trace her steps, you know, like go around town and ask people, have you seen this girl? And also try and, you know, in hopes that they'll find out what happened to her. The parents traced back their daughter's steps to Mohammed's shoe shop, and the girl needed Muhammad to write a dedication. I don't know for what, but she went there, and that was like where she was last seen. So the community took Anna, and they tortured her until she told them what had happened to the young lady and what was going on at the shoe shop. So she confessed. Anna confessed, and to what had happened, and she also died during her torture. So it was intense torture, because I mean, she died, and she was old. She was an old woman as well, and so she lost her life. So she didn't really get she did get punished because she was tortured, but she didn't she didn't get a trial or anything. She was just tortured to death. So fine, they pick up Mohammed. Now they want to know from him what had happened. And actually it was Anna that confessed to how many women had been killed by the two of them, and how they would lure in these women, and what they would do to them. So these women would come to the store, maybe need to get their shoes fixed, or they needed to send out letters or dedications or whatever. They needed Muhammad's services, and he would let them to have a seat and give them some wine. He poisoned the wine to get them weak, and then he would behead them, guys. He would behead them, and he would bury them in his garden and under the shop. So, and then he would just steal their money and whatever goods, some valuable items that they have on them. Imagine all of that just to steal some money or valuable items. It came out that Muhammad had killed 36 women, 26 of which were found beheaded in his garden, and 10 were found underneath his shoe shop. So he was arrested, and he was found guilty of his crime. He was sentenced to execution on the 2nd of May 1906. Foreign officials that were in Marrakesh at the time felt that execution was a harsh of a sentence for Mohammed. So they told the Marrakesh officials how they felt, and clearly they had a say, because the Marrakesh officials did not carry out an execution as yet. So what they did was every day from, I think it was from the 15th of May, he was taken out of his cell. Every day he was taken out of his cell and taken to the town market, and he would be beat up with a whip. But like, those whips that have like thorns at the end, and yeah, he was beat with that on his back 10 times a day. And because he was an old man, they would always tend to his wounds so that he would live longer, so that he wouldn't die, and they would make sure that he's okay, and then do it again the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. They did this until the 11th of June. On the 11th of June, he thought it is a normal day, and he was taken out of his cell, and he thought it was a normal day. He'll be taken into the city, and he will be hit with these, or he'll have his daily punishment. And that was not true. As soon as he saw that there was like a large crowd gathering in the city, and it's like Church Square in Pretoria is a place like that. So he noticed that, okay, there's a whole lot of people here today. So he knew that no, today is his day of reckoning. He's gonna die. So what they did is they built a hole in the middle of the wall, right? The hole was 1.6 meters tall, 0.6 meters wide, and 0.6 meters depth. So it was, it was pretty, it's pretty small, but yeah. They built that for him, and then they put him in there. And when they put him in there, they started closing up this hole in the wall, and they would give him something to eat while he's in there. And what they did was they tied up his arms to the wall and his legs so that he stands up the whole time and he doesn't rest or anything. So it's kind of like he was being crucified. So they did that to him, and he was in this wall, and they kept building, putting bricks, building, and he was crying out for mercy as they did that. And because he didn't want to die a painful death like that, but you should have thought of that before you killed those women. He was put in this hole, and the whole the wall was built up until just his face was visible, and he was put in there to die. So normally when someone is executed in that way, they live for up to a week. So and then they don't eat, they don't do anything, they just basically live there to die. So but with him it only took 2 days. So he stayed that night, the next day, and then on, I think it was a Monday, so on the Wednesday he died. And then people were they noticed that he died because he stopped screaming for help. Imagine screaming for help for 2 whole days, begging for mercy. And people knew that he had died because he had stopped screaming for help. And actually the people of that town were upset because he didn't live long enough. They felt like he died too quickly. He should have died a slower death and everything. So, and that's basically the story of Mohammed of Marrakesh. And for me, this story doesn't have a lot of information, that's why it's not that long. But I did want to discuss something from the story, because it is something that is always brought up, especially because of the state of our country. People feel that is it capital punishment? It's called capital punishment, né? It's capital punishment. A death sentence. Okay, the death sentence should be brought back because of men like Mohammed. And because there's literally a Mohammed everywhere in the world at the moment, and women are going missing and they are dying at increasingly alarming rates. So people always bring that up in a discussion that no, the death penalty should be put back into place. Maybe that will scare people away from doing such heinous crimes. But I don't know, I feel like I don't like the death penalty because I think I'm a bit too sweet for that. I feel like taking a life for a life doesn't bring back the life that was taken. And I don't know if it'll bring the family peace either if the person who killed their loved one died. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. And for me, I say death is kind of like the easy way out. I would prefer this person to rot in jail and have to think about the reason that they there every single day. It's a reminder. Every day they want their freedom. Every day they miss the world. They are reminded of what they did, and that is take life. So I do feel that the death penalty is an easy way out. And honestly, I don't think it will stop people from killing, because I mean, America, some states in America have the death penalty, and I mean, America is a mess. Like, and another thing is that people like this, whether they are men or women, they are psychopaths. They are psychopaths, and I don't think they think about the consequences. I don't think they think, oh no, I can't kill here, because if they find out about me, I'm gonna get killed. Because if that was the case, then they wouldn't do what they're doing in places in America that the death penalty is, like, you know, still a thing that side. So I don't think that doesn't stop anyone from doing anything. Punishment definitely does not stop anyone from doing bad things. You know, people do bad things because they want to do bad things. They don't care whether they're gonna get punished or not. But now, like, you think about people, people who like molest kids or rape people, rape any kind of person, whether you're a man, a woman, or a child, you know, or an older person. Like them now, there's castration of their genitals. So would that limit the amount of rapists we have? It will definitely make sure that they don't rape again. But you do have to understand that there are different ways that one can molest and rape someone. It doesn't have to be their genitals going into another person. They can literally molest them in other ways. If now you're looking at it from that perspective, even if you do get rid of their penis, or, you know, I don't know, what can they do for a woman who rapes?
That's the thing, it's a psychological thing.
Yeah, like I don't think getting rid of their penis will work.
They're going to find other ways.
They're gonna find other ways of harming other people, you know, so there's that. But I mean, there are no perfect solutions to punishment, because you know, there's nothing perfect. But if they feel like that is gonna reduce the amount of people that are raped on a daily basis, why not give it a try? But the death penalty one, I'm a bit like, you know, I want the person to suffer. There's no suffering in death. There's just you know, absolutely nothing. They can even wake up with their guard, because hey, they know that they're going to die. So yeah, it's a catch-22. But yo, I would imagine, like, would you go to a what you call it, execution? I couldn't. I don't think I would be able to stomach it, seeing someone else die and beg for mercy. And because I mean, they're good actors, those people. Like, they can make you feel bad for something that they did when you're about to die and stuff. Have you guys watched Law Abiding Citizen? There's that guy that gets the injection, and like it looks so, he looks so sad. Like, I can't help but feel sorry for them, but like I shouldn't. But I don't know, I can't help but feel sorry for things like that. Like, when I watched Law Abiding Citizen, I felt so bad for him. And I mean, for him it was even painful. It wasn't supposed to be painful. It's not supposed to be painful. It's supposed to be quick. It's not supposed to be painful. But for him it was, because Gerald Butler made sure that it was. and it just, oh my god, I was so touched. I don't think I could stomach doing that. And from a moral perspective as well, are you not a killer as well if you authorize the death of someone else, whether they did good or bad? But at the end of the day, you gave the go-ahead on someone else's death. So how does that make you any better than that person? Well, for me, I feel like it doesn't make you any better. You kind of the same. And it's, for me, there is no good reason why you should kill someone else. There isn't a good reason, whether it's to punish them, whether, you know, anything. I don't think there's a good reason to kill someone else. I mean, of course you can kill someone if it's in self-defense. Now that I can understand. But when it's like for punishment and stuff, I don't think there's a good reason to kill someone else. It's, for me, it's not. We all have very different opinions when it comes to that. Let me go do my eyes off camera and I'll be right back. I mean, I did my brows on camera. So let me do my eyes off camera and I'll be right back. Come on, Bobby, let's go, Bobby. Come on, Bobby, let's go, Bobby. You can touch my hair. Alright guys, so I am done with my face and I'm done with the video. Yeah guys, let me know what you guys think of capital punishment. Do you think we should or we shouldn't? And castration as well. Should we or should we not? I'm for we should. Definitely castration. Capital punishment, I'm not. So I'm like this. So yeah, that is just my point of view, and I would like to hear your guys' point of view. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. This one was a bit all over the place because there wasn't like a lot of information. There was no names. There wasn't a lot of information, but yeah, for me it was more of the punishment that I wanted to get into. And yeah, I hope that I will spark a conversation or something for you to think about when you're at home or when you're watching these things. And yeah guys, thank you so much for the love. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye guys.